Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we got a beautiful build for you. Today we're building with Halifax, who's joining us live digitally right here from Canada. You can say hi, Hali.
Hello.
Today we're building Hali's brand new PC. Hali's been on the 10900K now for just over 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since we built the last PC with you, Hali, right? Just smack dab.
Yeah,
Let's get the 2-year mark.
Just when all that stuff came out, I wanted to build
The 39.
something a beastie computer, and boy did we. This thing's been holding court for a long time.
Sure has. So now we're going from that beautiful 10900K that you had. It's been rock solid for the last 2 years, and the 3090. We're going to upgrade it courtesy of the great partnership coming in from Intel with the 14900K, a Z70 Dark Hero board, 8,000 megahertz of 48 gigs of DDR5 RAM as well, coming from the Corsair. We're putting on the beautiful Lian Li Evo case. We've got 10 Infinity SL fans coming in from Lian Li. We've got the Galahad 2 with the LCD as well today. Absolutely stunning system. Hali's going to be using that beautiful 3090 though, because he's waiting. He's like, since I'm going to wait for that next card, I'm going to wait for that next big thing, and he's going to wait for the 50 series, which we're going to hopefully see here most likely at the end of 2024. That being said, absolutely beautiful build. Make sure to let us know what you think of Hali's new build down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more beautiful builds with special guests just like Hali here. And if you want to catch us live unedited raw like it is, we're recording this. You can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern right here at twitch.tv/stints, and we hope to see you soon. Can we just swap scenes and I can sit there and drink the coffee and watch and just look just glamorous as all be? Like, you have like the perfect stream setup right now. Can we talk about that? That's so inviting.
See the topper?
Oh, what is the topper? I gotta blow it up. Hold on, chat. We gotta see this. Let's blow it up nice and big. What? Oh, it's a PUBG helmet.
It's the PUBG helmet.
Winner in the back. Hali, that is a great. Can we take a moment to appreciate Hali's beautiful setup there? Look at that. Look at that. He's even got the Jolly Santa next to him in the red plaid. I mean, come on now, guys. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Let's get over to the beautiful stage. You can see Hali's gonna be right there below in the screen throughout the stream. Be able to see his reaction, be able to chat with him as well. So chat, he's gonna be reading chat. But I don't have any buffalo plaid, Hali, like that. If I had known you would have done that, I would have tried to wear a shirt like that. It would have been.
That would have been fun.
Absolutely epic.
This was a game time decision. I was like, I had like a sweater on. I was like, wait, it's Friday. I'm going to probably go right into my other stream. So yeah, it's throwing the plaid.
This Galahad just came out maybe a couple weeks ago, so we'll have to learn their system, like their controllers and stuff like that. But it should be pretty straightforward. They've always made rock solid stuff. We talk about that beautiful box that Intel sent over. I got to send this back to you. I mean, look at this. Look at that. How that's a sharp looking little creators box for a 14900K. It's sharp. You're gonna put that back there on the Christmas tree, you know? All right, let's get this this beautiful board out because this looks absolutely stunning. We're gonna go top down. You're still gonna be able to see Hali. You should just sit there beautifully. Oh, we even got the movement for the Hali cam. Look at that.
Whoa. Okay, now I see what you're talking about.
Professional production here. Yeah, look at this board. Look at that, by the way. Whoo-wee. All right, I've always had the Dark Hero board. I personally have a Dark Hero board on my. So I am on. You know, I was not gonna talk about the platform that I'm on. But I have a Dark Hero board myself, and they are absolutely stunning boards.
Oh, cool.
I think that if you're going to get an Asus board and you want just like top of the line, everybody knows that if you're going to go on the Hero, whether you go Hero or you go to the Dark Hero, you're going to get one of the best boards that, honestly, money can provide or quality can provide. And we're going to look at the I/O. On the back of this I/O is killer, Hali. Wait till you see this. So are you going to stay single or dual PC?
I'm going to stay single. Yeah. I think having the backup PC is always good.
Look at that. Dude, you've got two Thunderbolt ports plus 2 Type-C. That's a 10 gig USB port. And then you have 8 USB as well. So you have all the I/O you possibly could ever need on the back of that, Hali.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Wi-Fi 7, by the way. Ooh, fancy.
I talked my dad into a gaming laptop yesterday.
Nice. What'd you go with?
It was like an MSI one, but we were at Staples and we were looking at stuff and everything seemed pretty overpriced. And then saw one off that was $500 off a gaming PC. I was like, this is the one.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that! There it is, the 14 series, a little guy.
Yeah, a little guy, but powerful indeed.
Yeah, a lot of power in that small package.
I'm gonna pull close to 300 watts. Woo! Make sure the board looks good, no bent pins. Looks good. All right, let's drop this 1400K down and in.
People are like, ooh, my 1400K got in a different box. That's right. This is one of the first, I think honestly, one of the first probably CPU SKUs that they made was this one right here from Intel. This is directly from Intel to Mr. Hali. So this is a Intel partnership build today. Look at that. I mean, look at that, Hali. It's
beautiful.
That's a collector's box there. Halifax's last PC was minty looking. I can only imagine this one would look like. This is going to be nice. We have to dial in the RGB. I think we're going to go black case, and we're going to go with a little bit of red and white, right, Hali? Does that sound good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
So yeah, Hali's got all Asus stuff. So that's why we stayed obviously with the Asus board. He's got the 3090 STRIX, which is an absolute powerhouse. I have the 3080 Ti STRIX, which is, I haven't even upgraded to 40 series yet. I'm still on a 30 Ti. It does everything I need it to do. So, I mean, as long as you have a good CPU to push it, those 30 series cards are still a very, very, very good value. And I'm like, that's what I told Hal. I'm like, he's like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm like, you really have no reason really the need to jump right now because that 3090 is gonna be fantastic with, especially the 1400K powering it.
Yeah, I remember us talking about upgrading everything other than the GPU a while ago, and then Intel's like, hey, I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff.
You're like,
like, this is the time.
This is the time. And Hal like reached out, he's like, Stitz, you wanna do this? I'm like, I'm down, let's do it, Hali. So it all came together.
Yeah, a little unconventional. They wanted me to be in the case and do it and stuff. I was like, hey, I got a guy that does really good work. Like,
and it's perfect because you can still be a part of it, you know? It's like what we have there. Like, I love doing these like kind of chit chats. It's almost like a podcast style build today because we have two interactions. You get to see everything we have going on. You get to join us live. So we had CPU, we had 1400K down in the socket, and we put the 2 terabyte 990. Woo! All the speed, all the storage there, Hali. I mean, there's some games coming out. I know you're still a PUBG. You love PUBG. Is there any other games that are coming out soon that you're excited about?
Well, one of those terabytes you have to save for Modern Warfare, and then the rest for every other game in my Steam library.
See what you did there? Yes, sir. Next, we're gonna do, actually, before we do the RAM, I'm gonna pull the RAM out. 8,000 megahertz, 48 gigs. That's a sweet spot, though. The 48 gigs is really, honestly, if you can get a really good board, like the Dark Hero is good, you have a good CPU, the 48 gig RAM choice is actually really good, especially if you're doing single PC gaming and streaming. It's a really nice, it's different because you're like 48 gigs of RAM. Yes, 2 by 24 gig sticks. It's really good. We've seen really good results out of it, and it's been solid. Are you
how difficult is it to change the clock speeds on those? Is that something I can mess around with?
You can mess around with it. I can always have our team help you out with that as well.
Yeah, because like, what kind of games have you saw difficulties with RAM timings? Is it generally just PUBG? Is it some of the AAAs that you've been seeing coming out?
It's mostly been PUBG. If you go too fast with PUBG's like, it just makes it kind of freak out a little bit. But it's not horrible, and we can dial it back a little bit. I mean, there's sweet spots. With the fact that you have this really high quality RAM, we can mess with the timings and get it to be like a really tried and true speed. So we'll do all that.
Wicked.
Yep. So right now we're gonna put the backplate in for the Lian Li cooler. Again, today we have the Galahad 2, which is the new cooler coming in from Lian Li. Today we have the Galahad with the Infinity fans, which are gonna look absolutely stunning.
So what's the most important thing to get right here? Just like the space between, or?
Yeah, so they're all gonna have different spacers. The spaces that contact, between the contact of the CPU and the cold plate of the cooler itself. It's making sure that it's got the right spacing. So that's what we're seeing right now. So let's see if we can figure out the sizes here. Okay, that's crazy. Just on the top of the screw, there's little dots. So we need the D's, and no D's jokes, chat. All right, we got them. We're good. We're good, Hali. All clear.
Okay.
All right, so we have this. We have their standoffs in place, which is great. It's always a learning process. We have to figure out if they would have just labeled it like a lot of brands will put like LGA 1700 or AM5, things like that. They just do that. It's so much easier. But we are passing now onto the RAM.
So that's another thing. Even though like between all the boards, when you're putting in RAM, is it always like different slots? Because like, you're supposed to do it like in a certain order, right?
The 4th slot, which is actually your 1 and your 3 slot, but yes.
I just saw a Tesla or a Cybertruck beat a Porsche.
Oh, pulling the Porsche?
Pulling a Porsche.
I gotta see that. I heard about that video. That was a big flex. That was a big flex. All right, there we go. Let's get that beautiful Vengeance. Oh, just a casual 8,000 megahertz, Hali.
Just a cash.
Casual, you know, it's gonna go up there and Hali's just gonna go post 8,000 megahertz on PUBG, you know.
Who knows? Maybe we go maybe it goes so high that like PUBG's like, all right, 8,000 is good.
Yeah, you know, we're in most.
It's the 6,000 that they don't like.
Yeah, right? The 64C32 has been the sweet spot for PUBG. 6800 has been pretty stable as well. 7200 has been a little hit or miss. So we can dial with all those settings with the RAM. The great thing about having a higher kit that has the higher frequencies is that we can always bring it back down a little bit in the speeds if we need to, which is something we can work with. We will obviously work with you and make sure it's set up right. All right, guys, before we take out the case, we're gonna talk about the board one more time. We have the beautiful Z790 Dark Hero coming in from Asus. That beautiful 1400K down in the socket. Our standoffs are in place now for the Lian Li GA, the Galahad 2 LCD SL-INF model today. We have a 2 terabyte 990 Pro NVMe drive down there. That's the Gen 4, high-speed Gen 4 drive right there from Samsung. And then down in our RAM slots here, we have 48 gigs of 8,000 megahertz DDR5. I believe the frequencies are probably like CL40, CL38. So pretty snappy RAM actually. CL38 is pretty spicy. That's a pretty fast RAM for how fast that is. So CL38 is pretty good. I said 40. I've seen a lot of 8,000 CL40, 8,000 CL38 is pretty solid. All right, got everything on the board aside. We're gonna slide it aside to get this case out. This beautiful 011 Evo today from Mr. Hali.
Ooh, looks a lot like my case.
Very similar. Just a little bit of an upgrade. The upgrade is going to be, Hali.
Yeah,
is this
I like
a beautiful little RGB strip right here. I think
Great, these two next to each other.
They're going to look stunning. So this one, I think the other one you had a little bit of silver in it, right?
Yep, had some silver in the front.
This is going to be completely blacked out.
How are these two working? You like working in these cases?
These are great. The Evo, so the great thing about, there's a lot of competition right now in the case space. Lian Li has been really the king for quite some time, but we've seen huge leaps and bounds because NZXT was known to be like little hot boxes, you know? They're really hot, they're really toasty, and they've kind of made a play almost at Lian Li's dual chamber cases, which this is considered a dual chamber case. The dual chamber means there's all the space in the front and the back. The secondary chamber holds your drives, your storage, your power supplies, things like that. And for the longest time, it's only been Lian Li doing this. And they were like, NZT's like, hold my beer. You're getting all the money in this space. Let's make a play at it. So NZXT's made a very comparable case in their NZXT H9. We've been building a lot in that case. But the fact that you're going all Lian Li cooler, Lian Li fans, which honestly Lian Li will night and day beat NZXT in cooling and face and fans, stuff like that. I said, let's do the Evo case. Because the H9 case they do make from NZXT is really nice. It cable manages really well. But the fact that you can set up your RGB strip to go with their hub, their software, all that, it just made more sense.
It's so clean too. When I look over at my PC here, it's very similar, but it's just a lot of open space. I know a lot of that's probably a testament to your cable management. But it just looks like very minimalistic compared to builds I've had in the past.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go top down. We got all the case all opened up.
Well, it's something I could do, but what are they, $2,000 right now, or?
Yeah, they've gone up tremendously. I'd say about 3 months ago, they were more obtainable. Now they've become almost like they were when Bitcoining and crypto, whenever he was using them for, was it Ethereum, I think is what it was. Back when Ethereum was mined at its high using GPUs, they were unobtainable, and that's kind of what the 4090's become. If you look on PC Part Picker, you're gonna rarely see a 4090 in stock anywhere. All right, let's take a look at this beautiful board. Oh my gosh, this case and board, the aesthetic just matches. The brushed aluminum in that board looks so good together. We've got it in the case. We're gonna start working on the fans. So we're gonna work on our bottom fans and our side fans first. But right before we do that, I'm gonna go top down one more time. We gotta put the standoff in place for the NVMe drive, which you see we had here. I just didn't know if it was going to cover the slot here for the cover, so we're going to put this down and in now. Got a little thermal pad on to kind of dissipate the heat. These drives actually get pretty toasty. People don't realize how toasty some of these NVMe drives get. They get up there. Big and blocky on that one, Hali.
All those fans, though, I'm sure it'll be good.
Oh yeah. We have plenty of airflow, so we're going to have 7 intake fans and 3 exhaust fans. So you bring air through the side, air through the bottom, air through this side, and then you're gonna exhaust through your rat up top. So plenty of fresh air moving through this case. All right, so let's get our bottom fans in. We're starting on that. Yeah, Lian Li, you can't go bad with Lian Li fans. These SL fans are absolutely beautiful. You can see them right here. The pump has its own dedicated USB connection here, which we're gonna use that. That's gonna have its USB port, and we're gonna run the fans over to the new Infinity fan controller all in one and run that off the CPU pump. So we don't have to have multiple 3 USB things running, we only have to have 2.
Oh, they all attach together and then you screw them in. I thought they got screwed in one at a time.
No, this is a little bit different on these. They've finally gotten smarter, you know? All right, get these fans in the bottom here. I'm trying to be careful. I'm not trying to print up all the fans. The fans have that infinity mirror look, and that's all like fingerprint heaven, you know? So I'm trying to take it easy, throwing it in there so we're not getting all the smudges all over them. All right, so we're gonna do the side fans, and then next we're gonna work on the power supply before we work on the cooler. Nice. Anybody on the docket for today you're playing with?
Oh, Visions is my Friday, brother.
All right, we're gonna put one more fan in the rear here, and then we're gonna, for the exhaust. Actually, it's not gonna be an exhaust, it's gonna be an intake fan. But we're gonna run this one, and then we're gonna, it's actually, we have a reverse blade fan here for the rear, so we can bring fresh air in off the back as well. So we'll have plenty of airflow in this case, positive airflow. And then you'll be exhausting through the rad, which is fine, because these fans have really good power. Not CFM, but they have static pressure. They have really good static pressure. So they can apply really good airflow through like the rad.
So the air is going to come through the CPU
rad.
clear
Through the rad to clear out there. Yep. So you have plenty of really fresh air coming in the case constantly. So yeah, especially if you have it mounted on the wall, you're going to be loving that. Here we go. All right, got the rear fan in. Cables. Next, we're working on the power supply.
Oh baby, the 1200.
Not just any
Not to be confused with the 12,000.
Oh, I see what you did there. There we go, 1200 watts. This is the SeaSonic VERTEX. It's not only just a 1200 watt power supply, it's also platinum. So we got all the juice that you'll need for future generations of GPUs.
Just one case I always liked growing up. It was like all mesh, but like, I forget what the name of it was. Yeah, what was the name of that one? Was it the Land Boy or something? Like a Land Boy.
Oh, hold on, Hali.
Yeah, you guys what?
You talking about this right here, Hali? The old Land Boy there? This is, they're talking about the mesh, the first one of the older generation Antec mesh cases. It's dusty. It's been sitting in the basement distance for so long.
Yeah.
That's it right there, one of the OG, the DVD burner, everything. We had powered by Asus. But what do we have? We had XFX cards. Remember when XFX was making cards? Oh, they still are now, but like they're doing NVIDIA cards.
Holy.
This is like old school Core 2 system. Please get that out of here. It's out of here. I gotta get all that dust off the table now. All right, here we go, chat. Getting all of our power supplies hooked up there, all of our cables, look at that. That's what we have to manage back there, Hali. But you know,
the freaking spaghetti monster.
Spaghetti monster. Those are all in. The only thing we have left in the back now, Hali, is just getting the hub installed and running the USB for those different things. I'm gonna zip tie one more thing here, and then we're gonna move on to getting the cooler in. Here's our beautiful cooler. The great thing about it is the fans are already screwed in. So this is actually gonna be a lot faster to get this AIO, and then typically people would be like, whoa, that was fast. Yes, it was fast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get these screws into the rad. All right, we're gonna put this up in chat. This is the fun part, running all this beautiful stuff up in here. Let's. There it is, up and in. Get that rad's up there, Hali, looking pretty good up there. Next we're gonna work on.
Yeah, looking great.
I'm gonna spin this around. I gotta work on the back here, or on the front side. So maybe the cable management. I think we have Hali on here. Let's see if we do. We do. Still have Hali there.
Yeah, there I am.
They came pretty fly with their high-end thermal paste. So we're gonna try that. If we don't like it, we'll reapply some Ecotherm. That's what we need here on these, and we are gonna start to get that GPU out. One last zip tie, here we go. All right, so we'll put the cable over the top. You see all the cables we've done. Oh, it's heavy, Hali. There it is. All the cables in the back, up and down, you're under the hub. A lot of cables in there, but it's looking pretty neat. So let's grab this.
Absolutely.
The GPU that we need. Let's grab the STRIX card just because, I mean, like I said, Hali, it's gonna look just like yours. I think it only has, luckily, it has two. So literally, I have this new unboxed waiting for my kiddo's PC when I build it. There it is, just like your card, Hali. Looks just like it.
Yeah, it does look like it.
Yep. So, all right, here we go, chat. Let's get this beautiful 3060 Ti. Is going to kind of mock your 3090. Not as big, but very similar in terms of looks. Nowhere near performance. So you'll be able to see exactly what yours is like though. There it is. What I'll do, Hali, is I'll pre-run all the cables in here. We'll just put them off to the side, so all you have to do is pretty much plug it in. Because they're gonna come right down here through the bottom slot here. Come underneath right there, as you can see. But I'm gonna run just 2 now, but I will run the 3rd out there. And we'll probably either like, use like a electric tape or something like that, just to kind of keep them out of the way so you're not banging off stuff in the transit, but you'll be able to access them pretty easily. That looks beautiful, Hali.
Oh,
my
it's ready to
goodness.
rock. Oh, look at the background with it and everything. That looks really nice.
There we go.
It's pretty neat back there. I didn't really notice it with the because the fan was reflecting there. I thought it was like a second fan there. Oh, and just like pure Lian Li through. I see it typed up top and on there. Oh my gosh. So those mirrors all have RBG around them too. Holy smokes, look at this thing. We got so many fans lighting up. We got that also, like the LCD is gonna be lighting up too. The ROG on the left's wicked. That's so much fun.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, and watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.